Yo, what is up? Okay, today I'm gonna talk to you guys about confidence because I have a lot of people asking me, a lot of guys asking me in particular, well, how do you get confidence? I can't talk to girls. I'm too scared. I'm too, what can I do to build my confidence up? I can tell you this just from a personal standpoint. There were a few things that I've done that helped me build my confidence. First of all, you got to get core confidence. That's the key. Core confidence is just you really, I can't emphasize this enough. You have to talk to people, engage in conversations with the person that's ringing up your groceries, engage in just anybody. It doesn't make a difference if they're old, young, because what that's going to do is that's going to give you it's going to of course give you confidence, but it's going to let you practice opening your mouth and having words come out of them around people that you don't know. That's one of the basic keys that some of the other uh, you know everybody has like these little tricks or openers or whatever. Openers don't mean shit to me really, because if you go in with confidence and you go in with an objective, no matter what your opener is, it doesn't make a difference. You can sit here and write 1,000 openers. If that helps you, that's fine. But that's not a magic bullet. And everybody's looking for a magic bullet on this, but there isn't one. I don't really particularly get into openers or whatever. There's nothing wrong with them, but you got to have some confidence and you got to be willing to just to talk, because if you go in with a string of openers and you go in with okay, openers, and then I have to go to this, and you got to think about all this shit. And that's not what conversation is. That's not what interpersonal communication is. I would say a good thing to do, and especially in this economy, if you already have a job, get a second job to where you have to talk to people, like a retail job, because what that does is that breaks down a little bit of the barrier of approaching anybody. So if you're working at a retail, if you're working in the mall, which I used to when I was very young, you're working in the mall and you have a store where women are coming in and they're talking to you, you get more comfortable talking to women. Another good job to have like that is waiting tables and or bartending, because you have to talk to people. You have to. And that way you can try to be engaging, try to be funny. Um, and like I said, the important part is I would definitely say get a job where you have to interact with other human beings. That's so very important, and you want to just start opening your mouth and talking. And when you talk to somebody, kind of have an objective in mind. That's also really important. So if you're talking to someone at the bookstore, it's okay. Let's say you read comics and you're at Barnes and Nobles, and there's a I don't know, either a guy or girl. It makes no difference at this point. In the very beginning stages, it makes no difference because what you're just trying to do is talk to people. If they're thumbing through something that you've read or something that you were curious about, and you ask them a question, you know, that's a commonality that you have with that person. So, I think that having an objective when you talk to people, that's also important. So, I mean, on the extreme end of having an objective is, oh, that woman I see right there, I want to have sex with her. That's an extreme objective. A minor objective is, wow, I wonder how, if that book is any good. You know, that's a minor objective, but it's an objective nonetheless. So you have a reason for talking to somebody, because if you have a reason for talking to somebody, then your conversation is going to flow as naturally as it does with people that you already know. Because the people that you already know, I mean, you have conversations with them all the time, and you're not thinking about stuff like, well, okay, should I be adjusting my body language and all that kind of stuff. That can be adjusted. And I would say when you're getting into the realm of actually talking to women, well, you kind of do want to you want to be comfortable. And the only way that you're going to do that is by talking to people. You have to talk to people. Just start out talking to people. And then slowly you'll find that talking to women is not very hard. And getting into a little bit more of the technical side of it, it's all about your vibe that you put out. And the more that you talk to people, you kind of get what I'm saying. Vibe is not really something that I don't think you can read it in a book and say, "Oh, okay, I get it." It's something that you got to kind of, it's kind of feeling things out. Like I said, I've said this before, and I've said this in other or not DVDs. I've said this in other vids. It's about the vibe that you're putting out. So you got to put out this confident vibe. That's going to help you out. And after you've got the vibe, and after you've got the basics of conversation, and you know what you're trying to accomplish, then all the other stuff about lines and openers and indicators of interest and all that other stuff, that's fine. I mean, that's that is that's putting way too much stuff into your head. So right now, for those of you, and this is for some of the guys out there that are kind of in the beginning stages of it, just work on talking to people. Do this every single day. I want you guys to go out, and I want you to talk to one new person every single day, and a different kind of person. So you're going to talk to an older person. You're going to talk to someone your own age. You're going to talk to a guy. You're going to talk to a girl. So every day, and every day alternate. Alternate your conversation. So one day it's going to be an old guy, next day a young girl. The next day it'll be, a guy your age. The next day it'll be an older lady. So you're going to try to get into conversations with people and just randomly ask them something. Just for fun. You know, don't go in thinking about anything. Just ask them a question, and what you want to do is get in the habit of talking to all people, because once you can talk to all people, then eventually, talking to a woman that you're attracted to, there's not going to be this big barrier. So yeah, how do you get confidence? And like I said, yeah, it can't help to get a second job right now, with this economy. But yeah, definitely try to get a job and like that, because what that does, it forces you to talk to new people every single day. I mean, if you're waiting tables, look at it this way: you're going to talk to about 30, 40 different people every single day. Every single time that you're at work, 30, 40 different people that you've never met before, and you have to talk to them. Well, because your objective is to take their order, hopefully and that way you have to be charming, you have to be engaging. You want them to like you so they can leave you a good tip, which is 20% for those of you that don't know. It's a pet peeve of mine. But anyway, man, I hope this is kind of helpful for you. Please keep hitting me up with questions. Subscribe, spread the word. Help me out here.